Hey guys, I'm back on a new computer! Here with an incredibly delayed second part of my review-a-thon of System of a Down's discography. Now, in order to make up for this, I'll be doing not only the bonus review, but I'll be doing my first Let's Play, which will be a surprise, but here's a hint. It's one of my favorite puzzle games, and I will be recording that this weekend. But on to the review. Toxicity. Now this, like many others, was my introduction into System of a Down. This was also the album that launched them into the mainstream. And going on, first is the intro, Prison Song, which is an awesome intro like Sweet Pea, with an incredibly heavy riff, delving into a more melodious song later on, with the system staple in here being introduced as well, where they sing research results during the song as a protest. Now this song is a protest of prison sentences for drug use. Second off is Needles, which is one of the more emo songs from the band and is still heavy, but more thrashy, getting to the flow of the album. It also has my favorite lyric off of the album, which is the chorus, which is "Pull the tapeworm out of your ass, hey." But it definitely keeps up the flow of the album, which feels much like a jam that keeps going for about an hour, which I will get to later on. Third is Deer Dance, which is still thrashy and nice to listen to. Fourth is Jet Pilot, which is about bomber pilots, but is forgettable thanks to its sounding similar to Deer Dance. Fifth is X, which is about overpopulation, but it's too short for its own good. Sixth is the amazing Chop Suey, which breaks up the flow of the album with its much more elegant and melodic sound, to the point of having violins in the background near the end. And this one is a fan favorite, as well as one of the more well-known songs, and being commonly featured on the lists of the best metal songs ever around the internet. Then it flows into the extremely heavy and erotic Bounce, which is about a guy going on a date with a girl and impressing them with a girl, and she brings along some friends, and he impresses them with his pogo stick tricks. Then they play Twister games, falling into coitus, but that's my interpretation, but it definitely has some great personality to it. Track 8 is Forest, which is a pro-environment song that is thrashy, but beautiful at the same time. Track 9 is Otsqua, which is slow, but that doesn't mean that it's heavy. But that doesn't mean that it isn't heavy. A little past halfway through, it delves into an amazing instrumentalist and a fun track to listen to through and through. Track 10 is Science, which keeps the jam feeling going with its heaviness and thrashiness, and it also uses winds later on, which is and it also helps with its extremely artistic and political lyrics, which is about, guess what, science. Track 11 is now onto the last 4 tracks, which is awesome. This is Shimmy, and is featured in several video games, but then again, it's too short for its own good as well, not even going at 2 minutes. Track 12 is the title track Toxicity, which is much more slower than the other tracks, but has much more of a groove feel to it, and the music video for this song is very badass. Directed by the bassist, Shavo Odagian, makes nice use of cinematography, but the song is on the list of the 4 tracks that really stand out on the album, which is nice. Track 13 is Psycho, which is the last thrashy song on the album, but it's also by far the best on there. Finally, there is track 14, Aerials, which is about the afterlife and is the most melodic one off of the album. And it keeps its tone extremely well, much like Spiders off of their last album, but not as heavy. But the music video for it is very artistic and is the best out of all 3 off of the album. And after that is a bonus track, but I'll leave that one for you to judge on your own, because I'm a jackass. All in all, I give this album a 3.5 out of 5 stars, mainly because of the jam flow to it. I don't know why, but I mean, which it is brilliant. It really fails to make the songs stand out as much as they did off of their debut album. And this album itself, while I love it, it definitely is my least favorite System album out of all 4 and the unreleased content. This is Nathan Drew Death Dealer signing off. Power to the people, ride the lightning, and I'll see you next time with Steal This Album. See ya.